What's up, YouTube's here now too. We can get rocking. So, first order of business is this glue up, dude. It's looking really shitty. So, we're gonna get to the bottom of that. We can also unclamp this napkin holder. You know, well, let's get some napkin holders clamped. Get down to business here, dude. Here's another napkin holder we'll add to the pile. We're going to go through and sand these all at once and get these all ready, but people really like these. And I wasn't even intending on making these. My wife asked me for one of these once, and then everybody saw it and then wanted one. And that's how I ended up doing those. So real quick here, we are going to glue this one up. I like to get a rough sanding on what's going to be the outside of the board. So what I'll do here is identify which pieces I want to be on the outside and the inside. This is obviously the outside piece. And I like this one for the outside. So I'll go through and might as well do the rest of these while I'm here. So what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll sand off the pieces that are going to be on the inside, because the pieces that are going to be on the outside can be sanded later. Oh, that's a nice piece of wood. Okay, this is outside. This is outside. This is outside. Okay, so those are all marked. Now I can get to sanding those. Mattingly, what's up? I'm making these, I should keep one over here. Just gonna make some napkin holders real quick, or at least get them glued up, get them sanded on the inside and glued up. Then I'm gonna make a jewelry box out of this redwood glue up here, which is a redwood fence board that glued up into a big block to make a jewelry box out of. But I just wanted to knock these napkin holders out of the way, because I don't have any available and people want them. So they're good. They're good. Good thing to have ready. You know, they're a little bit more affordable than some of the other stuff I do. And you know, sometimes people, they want to support with $20 or instead of $100. You know, so gotta have a little something for everybody. I'm gonna mask up because I'm gonna be sanding here, so my voice is gonna be a little muted. Oh yeah, you got that old Sears Craftsman, dude. I got that from my dad. It's an old, no riving knife, no safety shit on it. If you're not careful, that thing will eat your fingers for sure. Yo, what's up, people on TikTok? If I can't really see the TikTok chat, guys, so if you want to chat, you can head over to the YouTube, same channel name. Oh wow. Is Sears even around anymore? Are they closed down? Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, my old man had that saw for years too. Like I remember seeing that saw when I was a kid. And I'm old now. So they last a long time, dude. Oh, sick. What'd you do with the old one? You just kept it? Dang, dude, $60 is a killer deal, bro. can I make a recommendation for the 14-inch bandsaw, dude? And some people might laugh at this, but I bought the Harbor Freight Bauer brand 14-inch bandsaw, brand new for like $600, and it's been fucking awesome, dude. It's been awesome for like $600, brand new. I saw a lot of like bandsaws. I saw a lot of bandsaws on like Marketplace for like old bandsaws that were cheap, and I kind of felt like I'd be buying somebody else's problems and they wouldn't disclose them or whatever. I know there's not a lot of parts to a bandsaw, but like this is like brand new with a warranty, $600. Yeah, Bauer does make good stuff, and it's been a fantastic saw, dude. I mean, people like to badmouth the Harbor Freight stuff, but the Bauer 14-inch bandsaw has been fucking fantastic for me, dude. You are gonna want to order some different blades than the one it comes with. I recommend the Timberwolf, because the ones it comes with are not super good, but they still work. And the thing is like, it's got a resaw capacity of like 8 inches or 8.5 inches, dude. So like you can resaw some pretty big stuff on it. And like a lot of the other 14-inch bandsaws, the resaw capacity is like 6 inches or 5 inches or whatever. So I think it's a fantastic saw, dude. And I'm stoked that I got it. And I've been able to do a lot of cool stuff with it. And it hasn't given me any problems. So it's good. I will say that their orbital sander I don't like very much. I've had a lot of problems with their orbital sander. The main one is the ergonomics, and it makes my hand go numb after a while, but their bandsaw is sick, dude. Also, their clamps are dope. This is one of their clamps. It's nice. 13-inch resaw is pretty fucking big, dude. That's a big saw. And it's still a 14-inch bandsaw. Dude, you should check my videos. Or I made a short. Of this guy up north has this Dual 36-inch bandsaw that he restored. And it's fucking epic, dude. I made a little short about it. It's crazy. If anybody's wondering what I'm doing, I am sanding down the insides of these parts, which are going to end up being these napkin holders. So I'm sanding down the inside because it's much easier to do it now than after it's put together. We'll sand the outside when it's done. But I'm gonna put together these napkin holders, and then I'm gonna make a little jewelry box out of this redwood glue up here. And that's the plan for this morning, dude. Oh, and enjoy my coffee. Can't forget to enjoy the coffee. Cheers, guys. What is a flash goal? TikTok's weird, bro. All right. Anyways, back to sanding here, guys. Just going to get these done. I can move on to the jewelry box, and then from there, I'll probably do another glue up, I'm thinking.
Gonna run them up to 120 grit. What up, Jesse? Sounding. Hi, welcome.
So guys, I was just giving those a quick sanding to 120 grit, just because they're going to be that's the inside of these napkin holders, and they're much easier to sand before they're glued up. So let's get started on the glue up here, bud. Okay, this one's going to go like that. Like that. Just a little dab, spread it around. Yeah, it's not quite the gallon, but I got tired of running out, dude. So this one should last me a while. Using that Tight Bond 3, dude, this stuff works killer. If you get a good clamp, a nice solid clamp with the Type Bond 3. Like, it's almost unbreakable, dude. The wood will break. The wood will break before the clamp does. Or, I mean, the wood will break before the glue joint does. It's that fucking strong. Pardon the language there. So yeah, these ones I marked outside with an arrow pointed up, just so I knew in the moment which way this was going to go when I glued it up, and I didn't have to figure it out again. I found that leaving little notes to myself, marking stuff, leaving little notes to myself, helps save me a great deal of time, dude. Oh yeah, I went through the next size down glue in like I don't know, 3 weeks or so making those bandsaw boxes. I've since switched to mostly using the CA glue for the bandsaw boxes. But now that I'm not in a super hurry for the holidays anymore, I can probably go back to the wood glue for those. There we go. I always like to try to wipe off the squeeze out. Again, it's just easier to do when it's wet than to come back through when it's dry. What was motivating you in November? Was it just the holidays coming up? Holiday pressure? And you want to make sure you really just clamp the shit out of these, dude. Yo, Gene, what's up, man? Welcome. It's going good, man. I'm just out here drinking coffee, gluing up some napkin holders, dude. You know, living the dream. Living the dream out here. Coffee's out. I might have to go get another coffee in a second. Outside up. There we go. This is gonna be a cool looking one, dude. It's got like a nice little swirly little bird eye. Yeah, how's it going for you, Gene? You out in the shop today? Dude, what? 2 slabs of cherry wood. Yo, post a photo in the community tab, bro. How big are the slabs? He just gifted them to you? That's a fucking homie right there. Cállate, perro. That's just my dog barking at the air, I guess, dude. I can't really read it. Dude, nice. Nice. What's your plan for him? Always remember to clamp the heck out of these guys. You really want some clamp force on there. That's what's going to make that glue do its job. Yeah, that's a good homie right there, Gene. That's a good friend. I would probably make them a little something. If they gave me wood, make them a little something. You know? I think you should try a bandsaw box, but I will warn you, dude, as soon as you make one, there's a chance it could take over your whole life, your whole shop, and all you do is just make bandsaw boxes. And then when you're not making them, you're thinking about making them. Okay, so just be warned, dude, it's pretty addictive. It's a pretty addictive thing. What's up? You guys got friends that just like give you freaking live edge cedar and cherry wood, bro? Those are good friends, dude. When people give me stuff like that, I try to make them a little something. Oh, that's nice, dude. It's also sad. It's a sad time. Guys, go on. Make sure your glue is open before applying it. Man, I love the smell of walnut, dude. Walnut wood. It is a fantastic smell, guys. Guys, if you're not doing anything with all those cedar slabs and stuff like that, feel free to just drop them off here at the shop, dude. I don't like how that turned out. Let me try to do that again. There we go. Yeah, you know, if you're ever out there looking at your wood supply and you think, man, I got way too many of these cedar slabs, you can drop them off here. We will find a home for them here. Oh, that sucks, dude. This one's gonna need a clamp on the center. The other ones didn't, but this one does. There we go. Okay. Dude, I saw yesterday when I was driving that somebody had felled an oak, or maybe they hadn't felled it, maybe it fell over from the storms, but they had bucked it up into rounds. They had bucked this tree up into rounds, and it was right next to the road, on a country road, middle of nowhere. And I thought about it, and I was like, that's still stealing, dude. So I couldn't do it. But man, there was some nice chunks of oak in there. All right, so we got those napkin holders glued up for a total of 6 napkin holders. We'll throw them on the Etsy. Yeah, Mattingly, you know, I've seen that happen, dude. I've been around. I used to live on the streets and shit, dude. I've definitely seen that type of scenario play out, dude. Yeah. So the problem with this glue up here is that it delaminated overnight, dude, and one piece came all the way off, and this piece is starting to come off. And I'm gonna start cutting it up, see what we can do with it here. But first, I'm gonna sand all this glue off of it, dude, from where it delaminated. I wonder what happened, dude. No, the planer is a dude. It's a Hercules from Harbor Freight, 3-knife planer. Another thing I got from there that I'm super stoked about. Yeah, I dig it. There's been some stuff that have definitely been like home runs that I've gotten from them, and a couple things that weren't. So, yeah. But that I'm pretty sure that planer is just they like stole the design of the DeWalt planer or pretty close to it. It fucking rips though, dude. It like I was ripping through walnut yesterday, like no problem with it. So oh, nice. Okay, so what I'm thinking here, instead of spending an hour trying to sand this glue off of it, I'm gonna send it through the bandsaw and just take a little slice. So let me move you guys over to bandsaw view. There we go.
Little bit of blade drift on that one.
Oh, I didn't see that. So this blade is a 1/4 inch 6 TPI. It's just what I could get last time my blade broke, and it was like an hour drive away. But I did order some Timberwolf. I want to say they're 3/16 and 10 TPI for the Timberwolf. This was just what I could get. The closest I could get was like an hour drive. So I've been making do with this one, but it's not ideal.
There's a rough shape. There's a rough shape. I'll cut the back off of it now. Hey, redwood's looking nice, huh?
Oh yeah, if you're talking about the Bauer 14-inch bandsaw, it's only $600. Yeah, dude, it's totally worth it, bro. It's a sick bandsaw. I absolutely love it, and it upped my shop game a lot, a lot, a lot. Cut the back off that. But because it's kind of a round piece, dude, I like to use, because it's kind of a round piece, I like to use a clamp when I cut it. Because putting round stuff through the bandsaw will try to grab it and spin it. And I've done that before, and I had a moment, like a temporary moment, where I thought that perhaps I had cut my finger off. Oh yeah, dude, the bandsaws are like, the reviews on it are like 95% positive. You take like a killer bandsaw. They really like knocked it out of the park on that one, so I'm sure they just copied somebody else's saw. But for the price, dude, you really can't beat it. I mean, you really can't. We're going to cut out the shape now. Yeah, now we can glue this sucker back together. Yeah, dude, so the reviews and the price of it new are what led me to buy it, and I'm super glad I did. I mean, it does everything I've asked it to do. It's a fantastic saw. And I think it might be, is Raycon, it might be Raycon is the one they copied. I know they copied another saw, and it might be Raycon. I know that when I ordered the Carter stabilizer for this last week, it was the same. I had to order the Raycon one for the Carter stabilizer. Now, that might just be because the guides are the same and the saw is different, but I know that they copied the saw off somebody. I'm not sure who. But this redwood is looking good. This redwood is looking fine, man. This is a redwood fence board I picked up for $4 yesterday. So we're going to make a super cool little thing out of an inexpensive piece of wood, and it's going to look killer. Pure excitement, dude. Pure excitement. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by them in any way. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by them in any way, just so you know. That's just my review as a user. I bought it myself. They didn't sponsor me, so yeah. I have not with the 9 inches. So that's just the size of the wheels, right? Is the 9? You got to think about how big your resaw capacity is. How big of a piece can you cut? And I'm pretty sure people make them with 9-inch bandsaws all the time, but you won't be able to do like a huge one. But yeah, you can still do it. You can totally do it. People do it all the time. You're only going to be limited on like how big you can go, really, but you can make them. Oh, less than 4 inch. Yeah. I mean, dude, I've made plenty of bandsaw boxes that were, 3 inches thick or whatever. So 3 inches thick. You can do it. It's doable, my man. Completely doable. So we're just going to glue this kerf back together here, guys. I have some CA glue. This redwood is not liking the glue up, though. I'll tell you that much. Dude, $600 for a 16-inch grizzly for the same. That's like the same price as a brand new 14-inch Bauer. I would probably take the used grizzly at that deal, dude. Yeah, it seems like the redwood doesn't like the glue up as much as the cedar did. Holy smokes, yeah, that's a huge freaking saw, dude. But if you can wire that in, dude, whew, everybody will be jealous of your bandsaw. That's crazy. That one I made the video of, it runs on 3-phase. It's 7.5 horsepower. That one that dude restored. There's a short of it.
Yo, that's bigger than my garage.
That's bigger than my garage, dude. Harry, what's up, man? Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the visit. Appreciate it. I'm gonna take this safety shit off for a minute though. I don't need it right now. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. I'm not gonna clamp the heck out of this part. I'm just gonna let it hold it together. Oh, dude, you're already, dude, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, isn't it? I think that those people I did the show with, that collective is gonna have a Valentine's Day show, like a show before Valentine's Day. So I should probably fucking gear up for that. But I do have a huge stock. I have a huge stock now, so I could probably go hit that show right now. It's Valentine's Day though. So I'd have to gear. What the fuck? Hold on, let me check out this sound. Oh yeah, the mountains, dude. Gotta love living in the mountains, man. Pretty much living the dream right now, dudes. Oh, that's just blown out highlights, isn't it? Yeah, I did see those boxes you put up there in the community page, Harry. They're dope, dude. The one with like where the front drawer is flush with the whole thing. It's round. It's like this. The front drawer is flush with the whole thing, and that being the same wood as the little slices on the back. Top notch, bro. Top notch. Yeah, you can't really tell that you messed up on it, and it looks good. Kind of like how that one from last night that you won in the thing, like unless you watch me make it, you might not know that like that back isn't the back that was supposed to be on it, you know? Maybe another 2 clamps on. Ooh, that's a chilly breeze coming through. Dang. Okay, how am I going to do that? Let's do this. Set this out of the way for now. The drawer is done. Yeah, so we can start cutting this one out too. This is the one I was worried that was delaminating right here. So if you're on YouTube, I'm going to switch you to the bandsaw view. Just a second here.
Yo, I gotta close the garage door, dude. That is a cold wind. Cold wind. Very, very cold winds coming in there. Dang, it is cold. Alright, I'm gonna point YouTube camera, you're going over to the bandsaw with me. If you're watching on the TikTok, you guys want to see the TikTok? If you guys are watching on the TikTok, head over to the YouTube full experience. Delaminating, dude. All right, I'm gonna cut the drawer out. All right, I'm gonna move you guys over to desk view here.
All right. So here's what we're looking at. This is going to be a drawer. This one's going to be like this. First thing I'm going to do with this one, though, is I'm going to glue the back on. And I'm going to grab the, I think I'm going to grab the router. Oh yeah, I got to do that first, too. I might round over the edges on this one with a router. Or is that doing too much? Do you think rounding over the edges with the router is doing too much on a bandsaw box? A project that already does not have a very high profit margin. clamps off this one. I'm building another box. This one's going to be oops, that was not time to unclamp that. This one's going to be like this. And this one's going to be like this. I think I need to. Oh yeah, all my clamps are in use on these napkin holders, dude. Those got to stay like that for a while. So I'm gonna slice a little slice off this to stick in here to make the drawer protrude. No, probably not. It does look nice, but the red one I'm gonna do the tung oil finish on it, and then I'm going to do once that hardens, then I'm gonna do the wipe on polyurethane, because redwood's pretty soft, dude. So like I want to make sure it's not easily dented. Well, that's the Derek. What's up, man? Winner of the epic hammer last night. I put that inside the house so it didn't get all dirty out here. Almost forgot, dude. Almost forgot. Safety glasses. So I'm going to just put the tiniest little slice in here and see if that makes the drawer protrude. It does. It makes it protrude just a little bit, which I like, so that can stay. And since I'm here, I should cut a little slice for this one too. Slice for that one. All right. Let's get this off to the side for a second so we can glue this. Yeah. Yes, sir. The Muhar, welcome, dude. Hello. Thanks for chiming in. Welcome to the shop. It's Sunday. We're just chilling out here, dude. Just kind of hang out in the shop, doing stuff. Making some little boxes. You know, having a good time. We'll let that chill out for a sec while we glue this. Dude, it occurred to me that I could also glue a little something onto the back of the drawer to achieve the same effect. What's happening here? So yeah, so that's going to make the drawer protrude a little bit, which is a look that I am starting to really like. Guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes, man. I need to go refill my coffee. I'm not fully caffeinated yet, dudes. I'll be right back. All right, I got a little more coffee here. Ready to party. Thanks for hanging out, guys, on this Sunday afternoon or morning. Sunday morning, chilling. 789 likes on the TikTok. Thank you, guys. Very cool. 25 people in the YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, dude, and support the shop. So, take that off. Let's get this drawer glued, and then we can get to sanding. Oh, no. Fucking total D-land, bro. I'm not sure why the redwood didn't take the glue up that well. And there's been a lot of little pieces delaminating as we go. I'm not sure what's happening there. But it is an experiment. It was a redwood fence board yesterday. Today it's going to be a cool little box. And if I have to, I'll hit every freaking seam with the CA glue. Oh no, I'm starting to get that. I'm starting to get that faded out feeling you get if you don't eat breakfast, dude. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Today, this morning, we're just we're making some bandsaw boxes. We got this style. We got another style there that we're making. We glued up a bunch of these napkin holders. We got 6 of these on deck. They need to be sanded and have the edges shaped nicely. But yeah, we got 6 of these napkin holders on deck today. These cool little boxes, which this one's pretty close to done, but we're gonna get both the boxes to the same point in sanding, so that we can just go through and sand them both at the same time. That's how I like to do it. Yeah, so that can chill out right there. This is ready to be unclamped. Gluing that knot back in there. Also, this seam seems like it could use a little bit. Just glue the shit out of this thing, dude. Activating that glue with some accelerator so I can handle it without getting CA glue all over myself. Same thing for this one, dude. So now we can get a quick look at this one. We are doing that on this one for sure. Yes. Pleased with these two. Oh wow, I got super distracted right there. Okay. I'm gonna get set up to sand, dudes.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Andrew? Are you from the lumber company?
So guys, I think I'm gonna round off the corners of this one on the bandsaw. No, I'm not actually. No, because I would have to fuck up this little knot that I just saved. So.
All right, so I found a problem with this one, and I'm going to re-glue and clamp this one, dude. Just in 2 spots where there's a little bit of a problem. There we go. That should take care of that. Yo, what's up, man? Welcome, dude. I thought that might be you. Oh, look at this one. Needs another little clamp there. Yeah, this redwood's like it's being a little bit tougher to work with than the cedar usually is, but I think we'll get through it, dude. Just needs a little bit more love, you know. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad you showed up, man. Thank you. You missed the giveaway show last night. I gave away a hella sick wooden mallet made out of walnut, and then a really nice box too. So it was a good episode, and it was like just a reward the subscribers kind of episode. Yeah. So we'll let that one hang out. This is going to be the other one.
I'm going to hit this one with 80 grit sandpaper.
So I'm just hitting it. I'm hitting like these bigger cracks with the CA glue, and then what I'm spraying here is an accelerator that instantly dries the CA glue so that I can keep sanding. But I'm going to take this one over to the belt sander. Yeah, that I do that more than I'd like, for sure, Harry. It's a bummer when it happens, dude. Hopefully you got a piece you can use to put on the back. I will say that so this, guys, if you're just now tuning in, this is made from a redwood fence board. So I think it was about $4 in material, and then a couple hours of time to make a pretty cool little box, dude. Kind of gives you an idea what it's going to look like when it's done. I will say, yeah, the redwood fence boards are harder to work with than the cedar fence boards for sure. Like it's delaminated, and so I've had to do a lot more repairs. It definitely seems like it's a little more temperamental than the cedar. It looks fucking super nice though. Managed to get some pretty good grain matchup on that. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to sanding. That's enough screwing around for me. Nice, dude. Let's check out this one. Oh, sweet, that worked. Let me go check on the y'all TikTok, see what's happening over there. What's up, TikTok? What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna take this over to the belt sander, dude. This needs a belt sander. Oh, that's good. What are you barking at, dude? You barking at the crows?
up, Albert? Hi. Rob, hi. Hello. Welcome, everybody.
My workspace is very small, dude. It's very small. It's half of a one-car garage, so yeah, it's pretty little. But I'll make it work. He's just out there barking. Dude, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. But that was my dog. He's just out there barking at crows, dude. He's just letting those crows know.
One second.
1 second here, guys.
All right. I'm going to get back to sanding. You know, this redwood's gonna be pretty sick looking when it's stained, I think. It's gonna look good.
I just realized that I need to stop sanding on these, and I need to get some redwood glued up for later, or I need to get something glued up for later tonight. Because what time is it? It's like 1. So if I glue it now, I should be able to work on it tonight. Harry, do they sell redwood where you're at? Like redwood fencing and shit? Or is that just on the West Coast? I don't know. Is it like super expensive there? Because it's about $4 for a 6-foot fence board of it here.
Well, these are looking nice, dude. Those are looking very nice so far.
And I don't need all this to do glue up. I've got the grain kind of lined up in a way that I think would look really cool when it gets glued up and stuff. So. Oh, you know what I need? I need to free some clamps up. Yeah, maybe it's just a West Coast thing, since this is where they grow. And there's not really a whole bunch of them left. At least not the old growth ones, not like they used to be. Oh, I got you. Just actual lumber. Benny, what's happening? Welcome. All right, that is plenty of glue, dude. Plenty of glue. If that don't hold together, I don't know what will, man. Let's get it clamped. Let's get it clamped up. Okay, hold up, dude. These are slippery, sliding, so. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Oh, let's do this, dude. Derp. Dude, all right, that is freaking not going anywhere, bro. That is as glued as it gets. So, let's move this big old chunk down here. And, yeah. Guys, I'm going to take a break, man. I need to go eat some food. I'm starting to feel faded out. So, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go take some photos of some of my work to put on Etsy later. And I'll be back later tonight. We can finish those jewelry boxes. We can finish those napkin holders later on tonight. I appreciate you all coming in here, dude. Hanging out. This is Cobb Mountain Woodworks. I'm your host, Vance, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, dude, subscribe. It'll help out. It does a lot. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see you tonight.